Smart Mark video, best on the indies with number 477441C, Nick fucking Gage. So it's been 1,551 days since anybody last saw you.
Okay.
Yeah, how's it feel to be out?
Feels great, man. Feels awesome. It's been a long time coming. 4.5 years, man. What's it, 1,551 days?
Yeah.
Okay. I never looked at it like that, man. Feel good to be back home, man.
You got out about 5 days ago. You got out on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday,
So
31st.
What's the first 5 days like? Is it overwhelming? Is it tough to adjust?
Feels great, man.
No
You're
trouble?
locked in a cell all day long, and you get released. It's a beautiful thing, man.
How about walking through the gate on Tuesday morning?
It's crazy.
And what kind of feelings you have there? I know you don't have a lot of feelings, but I mean you had to feel
Yeah,
something.
I'm pretty cold-hearted right now, man. Feelings and emotions just don't happen with me no more, man. Feels a good thing when the cop walks you through the second gate, man. You get out and see you guys out there waiting for me. It's a good feeling, man.
Did you wish him well?
Who, the cop?
Yeah.
Nah, man, I don't like the cops, man.
All right. Yeah. Have you had any trouble adjusting?
Nah, no adjustments at all, man.
What's the biggest challenge about being back out here?
Let me think about that, man. I don't know, the sky's the limit for me, man. I'm ready to go, man. Just want to get in the wrestling ring.
All right. Let's take it back. I want to know about growing up in National Park, and I want to know what the Wilson household is like with Nick Gage and Justice Payne running around.
Crazy. And when we were in that house, man, it was just constantly going at each other, man. Wrestling, you know, as kids are growing up, sports, fighting each other every day. Typical little brother, big brother shit, man.
Who wins when you two go at it as kids?
I just could never really lay it in on him. Yeah, he got the best of me a lot of times, man. Until I got a little bigger. I used to just slam his ass over the place.
What about what's National Park like?
Small little suburb town, man. About a mile long, small. Good town, though. Say it's middle class, hard working people. You know, typical suburb town, man.
All right, I know you were into wrestling pretty early on, and it's pretty well known that you guys had like the, #1 backyard fed in New Jersey, pretty much, for lack of a better term. I know you guys were doing barbed wire in the backyard.
Yeah. You want to talk about the backyard shit, man?
Well, you can talk about it.
All right.
So, I mean, you guys had what? The neighbors would come to the shows, yeah?
Yeah. All the neighbors around the neighborhood, you know, circles would just come to the show. Look at these crazy little fucks in the backyard doing crazy shit.
And whose idea was it to set up barbed wire in the backyard?
So that's all Chris, man.
Really?
That's all Chris setting up everything. I just show up. Same thing I do today. I just show up and do my thing. It's the same thing in the backyard, man. Show up, do my thing. Chris planned all that shit, putting up that barbed wire, smashing the poles in the ground, stringing up the barbed wire. He's crazy like that, man. That's the way his mind goes.
All right, so how'd you get hooked up with Zandig?
Let's see. There was a guy in the neighborhood named Ace Robinson. I don't know if you guys remember him. NWA affiliate. Well, I went to school with his son. And his son knew about us, and he took our tape. I believe he put it in the hands of John. So he invited us down to the John had a school, CZW school. It wasn't the Combat Zone Wrestling yet. It was just a school. And I invited us down there, but I never showed up at a baseball game, and I missed it. So that night, my brother gets on my ass, we get in a fist fight and all that shit. He's like, where the fuck were you at? John was asking for you. So I showed up the next day. You know. After that, you know, just worked out every single day in that fucking ring. And then John seen the talent, and he started the company from there. I think I was like 17 years old, 18.
Right.
Yeah, I was pretty young.
What were your first impressions of Zandig?
I liked him, man. He's like a tough dude, man. He was alright. Good dude.
Who were some of the other guys you were training with, besides your brother?
We had John Dahmer. With John Dahmer and Lobo were the first two there. And it was me and Chris, Justice Payne. Well, I'm going to call him Chris. And then you had Rick Blade and TCK. Brian Stanton.
You guys were the originals.
Yeah, that's it right there. And then that's when you had then Trent and Johnny Cashmere and Burke. They all came later on.
And you guys went pretty hard. I mean, you tell me that you and Chris would go, you know, after school at night, all hours.
Well, I show up at 5 to 10.
All right.
Just straight, practicing what you're supposed to do.
Anybody actually like training you, or are you guys just practicing?
Dahmer was in there,
Yeah.
showing a little bit, but we learned that all on our own, and then John would throw his input in.
I know around that time you were going to a lot of ECW shows at the arena.
Yeah, diehard ECW fan. The reason why I wrestle.
What were some of your memories of the ECW arena?
The crowd, the fans, the way it was like a party atmosphere.
Were you part of that?
What?
Were you a part of the party atmosphere?
Nah, I didn't party yet, man.
No?
I was still young. I was 15, 14. I just drank some beers and that's it.
What were some of your favorite moments as a fan at the ECW arena?
Ooh. There's so many of them, man. Let me think of one. I think when they string up that barbed wire for Sabu versus Funk, that's a good one. Probably Dreamer and Raven shit. It's good too. And then I would say the Mysterio and Juventude's probably my favorite when they showed up.
Really? That's your favorite?
Well, they did the Mexican. I'm gonna call it death match. We won a death match, and they just went around everywhere. I never seen anything like that, man. You got introduced to that lucha libre shit.
All right, so you guys had the school going on, and you're all pretty talented, pretty hungry, and John decided
Definitely
to open.
hungry.
Yeah, John decided to open the company.
Yeah. Well, I see what he had.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You never wrestled for any other company before that.
No.
So what was
I
it
think
like?
I did an NWA show.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of them. Them dudes are dicks anyway.
All right, so Combat Zone is born. You guys have any idea what's going on, or are you just happy to be able to wrestle in front of people?
You know what it is, man. I'm 18 and I'm wrestling.
Right. You're
Yeah.
just happy to be there.
Yeah, yeah.
How about
If there's no one in the crowd, you're still trying to kill yourself.
Right. In the early days of CZW, obviously was in Mantua.
Yeah,
I don't know, what do you call that place? A warehouse, kind of? Or?
Yeah, it was definitely a warehouse.
Yeah. That's where people kind of first started to get to know what CZW was like. What are some of your memories of wrestling in Mantua?
Wow. I think our first night, man. You know what my favorite memory is, and it has nothing to do with me? I was in the match when Justice Payne dumped the thumbtacks on him and then came through the ceiling through the flaming table. That was the best, man. Plus, we had a big crowd, man. For a startup company, I would say like 500 people.
Right.
Warehouse was packed. It was called Rock and Wrestling, man.
That was before CZW.
No, that was CZW.
Well,
Started off Rock and Wrestle, so intermission, you have a band playing.
Right, okay.
It's kind of cool. Something different.
I think the other first big moment for you and Justice Payne and CZW was obviously breaking the barrier at the ECW arena.
Yeah, it definitely put us on the map.
Right, I mean, as a diehard ECW fan
Yeah.
and a CZW guy, what was it like getting the call to wrestle at the ECW arena on
You're
behalf
fired
of
up,
CZW?
man. Blood's flown. You're fired up.
Yeah.
I want to tear this house down. And they had a lot of, you know what it was? They had a lot of dudes from different places.
Right.
This is what we're all about. Set the tempo in here. I had a problem with that is them corny ass dudes had a problem with us going out there and tearing the shit up. So they don't go, they go in the locker room, talk shit, and they're not in our face. We tore that house down, that put CW on the map.
Yeah. Well, you guys brought the staple gun.
Oh, it was a staple gun ladder match.
Right.